Good morning, students. This is KK Bhatt here. I am here with the second video of religious moments. Dear students, in the previous video, I have explained what is Bhakti movement and how our sages just play a very important role to change our society. In the middle time, a great sage who born in our country in a poor family and play a very important role to remove the untouchability and other things. Today, students, today we are going to discuss our great sage who just create a lot of effort to change our society. Among them, today I am just going to describe Adi Shankaracharya. You know Adi Shankaracharya, a great sage. Adi Shankaracharya, a great sage. You can see here, Adi Shankaracharya was born into a poor and pious Brahmin family. He was born in a poor but very respectable, very cultural Brahmin family in Kerala. Shankaracharya is remembered as one of the first Hindu thinkers who conducted a re-examination and reformation of the Vedic philosophy. As you know that history just tells us that Adi Shankaracharya was the first thinker of Hindu religion, was the first thinker of Hindu religion who just think about the Hindu religion. For that, he just re-examined and reformation of the Vedic philosophy. As a young boy, he showed a high degree of self-care by mastering the four Vedas. For that, he read Vedas. He just read Vedas and get a master degree in four Vedas. He his teaching laid stress on the significance of Upanishadic knowledge in the attainment to God. His teaching, his precepts just based to the Upanishad, and he told us how to devote ourselves to God, toward God. God is Almighty. We have to understand the power of God, and his philosophy is also known as Vedanta. And his philosophy is known as Vedanta. So Adi Shankaracharya was a great philosopher. He just tells us how to live peacefully among the society without any discrimination. He laid the foundation of four mutts. Those are known as mutt. The first is Sringeri, Karnataka. Second is Dwarka, Gujarat. Third is Puri, Odisha. Fourth is Jyotirmutt, Uttarakhand. Now see here the second says of this moment. The name of the sage is Ramanuj. The Vaishnavi son. You know well that Hindu religion is divided into Vaishnava and Saiva. He was the follower of Vaishnavi. Ramanujan born in Tamil Nadu. He was also born in Tamil Nadu in 11th century. Was one of the key proponents of bhakti philosophy. Bhakti philosophy. He believed that Bhakti philosophy. He believed what he believed. He believed in the quality of all human being and spoke against the practice of forbidding lower caste entry into the temple. He raised his sound against the touchability and discrimination which just move around our societies. You know well that in medieval time, the scheduled caste and SC and ST tribal are not allowed to enter the in the temple. They are not allowed to worship there, to enter there. Ramanuj preached the doctrine in Vishishtadvait or qualified oneness, that is the soul, even when unite with the Supreme God, remain distinct. He just to tell the people that God is one, there is no differences in the heart of God. In this way, he tried to motivate the people and bound them and unite them. Now, second, the next says is Madhvacharya. He was also born in Karnataka, born in the village of Udupi in Karnataka. Madhvacharya close to path of renunciation and Gnostic life as at a young age. He established eight math to further developments and preach his philosophy. According to him, a person's caste was continents upon his or her nature and not upon birth into the particular family. He also taught the devotion to God was the prime importance in one's life. Madhvacharya just told us that there is no means in which caste we born. There is no means in which caste we born. The important thing, how we put ourselves at the top position to give to adapt the praises and so on manage. He just taught us to sacrifice our lives in the worship of God. That is the prime. That is the most important thing in every life. He also opposed the discrimination system as well as casteism. He has established eight math. As Shankaracharya established four math, but Madhvacharya established eight math. Now we see here the next says is Viraswas, Savit Sant, who advocate monotheism and rejected the caste system and the authority of the Vedas were known as the Viraswas or Lingayatas. Baswans, a social reformer, was the founder of this religion. The people worried social background as well as known were included within the fold of the religion. He also opposed the casteism system and discrimination. He just said that everyone just the part of God and everyone just says. Now we are going to discuss the says of Maharashtra. In Maharashtra, there were a number of Bhakti Sant who contributed to the spread of the movements. The most important were Janeswar, Namdev, Eknath, Sukubai, and Tukaram. They were the worshipper of Lord Vitthal. Vitthal is called Vishnu. It means Marathis just call Vishnu as Mitthal. Now, dear students, we can see here the next line. Janeswar wrote Nasmasuri, a Marathi comedy on the Bhagavad Gita. Namdev and Tukaram were known for their devotion poem. The Marathi poet Sant focused on the notion of the personal God residing in the heart of all people. They reject all form of ritualism and social differences based on birth. They also rejected the ideas of renunciations and preferred to live with their families, earning their livelihood. They emphasize the new humanitarian ideas, sharing one's another pain. In this way, The sage just told the people that we must close to the God, but we have to live with family. There is no need to become to leave the families and go in them to alone in this in his families. They support that we have to qualify our knowledge on the basis of our knowledge, not on the basis of the birth. Now we are going to see the next is the Sant of North India. North India, it means where we lived. Where we lived, that is called North India. Dear students, the Bhakti movement became popular in North India by the 15th and 16th centuries. Bhakti movement just take an important place in North India in 15th to 16th century. Movement like the Nath Panth. You know Nath Panth. I think that Yogi Adityanath, the CM of our state, is also belong with Nath Panth. We challenge the caste system. They challenge the caste system. They oppose the caste system. They do not believe in casteism. Superiority of the Brahmin had many followers. Another interesting feature of the Bhakti movement in the north was the emphasis of syncretism. The arrival of Islam and Sufism with its ideas on equality and brotherhood. Idea of Islam and Sufism. Those are also tried to make differences among the people. They just want to create equality among the people. Either they belong to the Hindu or they belong to the Muslim. Influence Bhakti Sant of the North in many Bhaktis and Sufi saints merge element for both Hinduism and Islam that have belonged to the both religion. There are many Sant or Sufis who belong to the both religion and just create Bhakti in both way to bind the people of our country together. There are many, Kabir Das and Kabir Das. These are also Hindu preachers who gives many philosophical knowledge to all the countries. Many Bhakti sons of North India preaches the Nirgun from the worship. Nirgun, a type of song, which is sung to tell the reality of life and show the devotion toward the God. For instance, Kabir and Guru Nanak rejected all the orthodox religion. Kabir, that is a great poet of our countries, who just gave an axe of all the orthodox religion, criticized an existing social order and made a strong plea of Hindu-Muslim unity. So we tried to make deep thinking to connect the Hindu-Muslim together. Now we can see here the Ramanand. Ramanand is the guru आप कह सकते हो कबीर दास. रामानंद जो थे पॉपुलर भक्ति संत रामानंद was a followers of Ramanus. Ramanand sir was also a followers of Ramanus. He resided at Banaras. He lived in Banaras. He substitutes the worship of Ram in place of Vishnu. He just say that to worship of Ram. Ram and Vishnu both are the same. Disregarded the ban of people of different caste cooking, eating their meals together and spread his doctrine of Bhakti to all the four world. He just tried to unite all the Hindu and the differences and untouchability which is spread among our societies on the basis of caste. He also opposed those. Kabir and Rahim. Ravidas was a cobbler and Kabir was a weaver. Sena a barber, Sadhna a butcher were among his disciples. He just unite all the lowest caste people and bound them together. Now we can know well what is about Ravidas. Ravidas is also a great sage in 15th century. Is just a he was also called a very reformer of sociologists, humanists, poets, and a spiritual thinker. He believed that one action rather than birth distinguished him from others. He vehemently opposed the inhuman practice of untouchability and advocated that God was accessible to everyone. Ravidas was a great sage. He also opposed the casteism system. He also opposed the untouchability. He also opposed inhumanity. He tried to motivate the people and teach them the reality of God. In this way, dear students, I think it is clear to all. In the next video, I'll explain the next of this lesson. This is your revisional video. Thanks to watch my video.